I was a horrible student. I wasn't a horrible student for Indian standards. I was a horrible student for human standards. Like to an Indian person, a horrible student, he's only got 80, what a silly. You know, like I was literally, when I say like silly, like really terrible. Like, and here's the problem. I grew up in the 80s, where 70s and 80s. There was no diagnosis for anything back then. You know, I had, and I still had ADD. But in the 80s, there was no diagnosis for ADD. But then it was like, he's a silly chicken. The blackboard's here, he's looking over there. Nowadays, this generation is overly diagnosed. There's a diagnosis for everything now. You bump into a mic stand. Oh my god, his house is on full of BBL. Take this pill, put it on your forehead. I was literally a bad student. I'm not trying to brag, you know. There's actually nothing to brag about, but it's an actual fact. It's funny now because, you know, this was 1984. You know what I mean? But my 9th grade final mark for typing, it was typing back then. There was no computers. In 9th grade typing, and this is not an exaggeration, was 13%. Even my dad was like, son, you've hit a new low. You've got 25% just for signing your name correctly. Come need your vote! I was a bad student and got to the point while I was literally in high school. My parents say to me, son, just get 50. It's a pass. Just get 50. Don't have to show off and get 51. Just 50. And they knew I hated school.